here for the juicy details of how much weight I actually lost on a 3-day smoothie and juice fast. I will not keep you waiting any longer. I lost the sum total of 3 kgs in 3 days. If you're curious about what a 3-day juice fast, cleanse or challenge looks like, then you have clicked onto the right video. I've already done 3 days of smoothies and juices, and I just want to share my particular story because I know some of you already know that I've lost well over 30 kgs and managed to keep it off. So it's not so much that I'm doing this for weight loss. If anything, I am just doing it to see whether I can improve other aspects of my health beyond just the weight loss, because the weight loss is one aspect, but of course there are other aspects that go into being a healthy, wholesome human being. Now, if you are curious about how I went about doing this, I will definitely show you. I will show you the juices. I will speak about the benefits to doing a juice fast, cleanse or challenge, and I sum it up with all those 3 words because I feel like they're 3 different terms that people use interchangeably. So just in case you do not hear a juice fast, don't click away. I just want you to stay tuned, and hopefully I can add some value and also give you a little bit of direction as to what I found to have worked well for me. And if you also want to do the same thing, maybe you can go ahead and do just that. So just a disclaimer, I am just a person, very average individual, just like yourself, who wants to get healthier and fitter by all healthy means necessary. I am not a doctor, a nutritionist, or a medical facilitator by any means or any stretch of imagination. So I want you to be always careful and make sure that you look after your health first based on your individual needs. So please, where you can, go and see a general practitioner, see a nutritionist before you try any of these juices, smoothies and anything like that, because we all have our different health needs. So I just needed to put that in there because I don't want you to feel that you have to do this because I did it and got the results that I did. This is just me sharing my side of the story. Hopefully my story will also inspire you, and somewhere in between that you can find something that works for you. Now that we have all the disclaimers out and I've given you a slight idea of who I am, have I done that? No, I haven't. Hi, I'm Sheila, a bountiful cook, and here on my channel you can find delicious and healthy recipes to inspire you every single week. And of course, for the month of March, the recipes will be smoothies and juices. So of course, be sure to click onto my shorts or my videos to find some inspiration to push you through the week. I know that you're here for the juicy details of how much weight I actually lost on a 3-day smoothie and juice fast. I will not keep you waiting any longer. I lost the sum total of 3 kgs in 3 days. That's right, 3 kgs. I remember a time where just losing a kg just took so much out of me, and doing the smoothie and juice challenge allowed me, in fact facilitated for me to lose 3 kgs in 3 days. Now, some people might be saying, is that even healthy? Is that possible? Let's be honest here. I've done my research. However, some of these things that I am doing, I am honestly just winging it and seeing what my body responds to and how well I feel while doing this particular challenge. So just for some context, I started off at 69-68 kgs on the 1st of March, and now as of now, as I'm shooting this video on the 3rd of March, I am now down to 65 kgs, which was my ultimate goal when I started my initial weight challenge. So you can imagine, for me, it's not only shocking, but it feels so good to be right back onto that goal, which I'd already met back in 2022, and I feel so excited already, and I'm so content. And at this point, I can actually just be done with the smoothies and the juices, and I'll just maintain from here. However, I am doing this challenge for 30 days. I should have probably said that in the beginning. And I just want to make sure that if you are watching this for some inspiration and motivation, and you intend on only doing this particular smoothie and juicing challenge for 3 days, I want you to know what to expect at that 3-day mark, and also what you can do for those particular 3 days to get similar, if not better results than I did. Now, with all that being said, I know you're wondering, Sheila, why should I do a smoothie and juice fast for 3 days, 7, 14, 20, 30, however many days? Why should I do it? What are the benefits? Why am I sacrificing my hot and delicious meals every day just to do a smoothie and juice fast? And I know I was asking myself the same question, and I was asking everyone the same question, and I needed to do my research to really understand why is it that we do these juice fast cleanses, whatever you want to call them. Well, I'll give you a few reasons why. Number one, according to a lot of the research that I came across, one of the main reasons why people actually do a juice fast, and it may surprise you, is to improve the gut health, the stomach health, the digestive system health, because this is actually almost like the engine of a lot of the things that happen in our bodies. If that isn't working, if that isn't actually functioning as it should, if it's clogged up, if it's blocked up, whatever it might be, you may find that you have other health issues or other symptoms that come up as a result of poor gut health. So I definitely think that when I saw this and I saw what your gut health actually impacts on when it's not where it should be, I was completely shocked, completely taken aback, and I decided, you know what? I think I may just give this a go for this particular reason alone, because I've always been very mindful of what I put into my mouth and what goes into my stomach, especially when I was going through my initial weight loss. But when I started to look at some of the things that I do consume on a daily basis, namely dairy, the carbs, and especially the processed carbs and things like that, and I saw how they also impact the gut health, I decided to just see how my body would do without having those processed foods, without having the dairy, and so on and so forth. So one of the main reasons why you should possibly or potentially look into doing this particular juice cleanse or fast is to see how your gut can heal and restore itself during those 3 days or however many days you decide to do it. Because after all, if you are looking after yourself from the inside, it will eventually show on the outside. So number one is gut health. Now, number two, which is linked very closely to number one, is improving your sleep. All of us, let's be honest, every single one of us enjoy a good quality night's sleep, because when you wake up, you feel refreshed, you feel alert, you feel ready for the day. Now, sometimes I found that when I had something fairly heavy the night before, or something that I knew, say for example, and I'm not going to even call out any particular cuisines at this point in time, but just anything that was salty and very carb heavy, I do find that when I wake up the following day, I do feel very groggy. I feel somewhat tired and lethargic. So I definitely feel like if I improve my gut health, which was number one, then naturally my sleep health will also improve. And this is why I would definitely think that this is something that you should look into to improve your sleep, especially if you want to be focused, alert, and super witty the following day. Closely linked to number one and two is reduction of fatigue. That's just overall tiredness, feeling as though you never get enough sleep, feeling as though regardless of how many supplements you take, your body is just not pulling those nutrients from those vitamins and minerals to be able to actually give you the energy that you need throughout your day. So as I said, everything is starting from the gut, and then from the gut, it then obviously impacts other parts of your body. So if you do also suffer from fatigue and you found that you've been supplementing, you found that you've been doing all these other things, including consuming a ton of water, and it's still not doing anything, then this challenge may be just what you need. Number four. Now this one is especially important for the ladies. If you find that your mood is going from sky right down to the floor, it's just all over the place, it's not making sense, you find that there's an imbalance in your mood, you most likely have issues with your hormonal balance. Also, another indication of having poor hormonal balance is your skin reacting or your skin flaring up and having cystic spots. These are also indications of having poor hormonal balance, as well as, of course, when you are on your cycle, you have really painful menstrual cycles, then this could also be a reason for why you could probably benefit from doing a smoothie and juice fast for 2 days, 7 days, however long you feel necessary. Because once again, there's certain things that can only be regulated and can only be balanced out by having only the purest and the most nutritious of fruits and vegetables. So for my ladies, if you do find that your moods are all over the place, you find that your skin is acting up and also all over the place, as well as having really painful menstrual cycles, there are also other medical reasons why this does happen. But of course, you can try out smoothies and juices to see how your body takes to it, and if it responds positively, find ways to implement it into your overall diet. So that's number four, creating a hormonal balance inside your body. Now, last but not least, and which I know is a reason why most of you are on here, because that would have been a reason why I clicked on this video, it is weight loss or weight management. This particular diet or way of eating is something that can definitely help you to kickstart your weight loss journey. And of course, if you find that eating raw foods is something that is beneficial for you and find a way to incorporate it into your daily way of eating, then this is something that can be absolutely life-changing. And I'll say this much, even when I was doing my, flexitarian balanced diet that helped me lose that 30 kgs, I did incorporate a lot of raw foods into my diet. I always made sure to have my fruit bowl in the morning, and it's something I get made fun of a lot. It's kind of like, can you not have something else? No, I like my fruit bowl, and if I don't, I will have oats or have Weetabix with a fruit bowl, just something that is very rich and fresh and wholesome. And I did find that by including these whole foods, vegetables and fruits into my initial kind of like diet and lifestyle, they really helped speed up my weight loss, because I was taking in nutrients and vitamins that my body could use, so that when I did do my walk-in, or when I did initially start and I was doing the HIIT workouts, I had the energy in store to be able to do all of these other amazing things. So yes, if you are looking to lose weight, this particular smoothie and juice challenge is a good way to start, because this is a magical thing about starting. You're not too sure where you're going to end up. You're not too sure if it will work out how you want it to work out. However, one thing that you can be guaranteed is that you can start to feel the changes day by day, sometimes even hour by hour. You will see how your body actually takes in all of those beautiful nutrients and minerals, and how it turns it into not only energy, but also allowing you to feel alive again. Because when I stopped being as focused on my healthier diet and lifestyle, and I went back to eating the things that were a little bit more heavier, maybe on a Friday having the cheeky fish and chips, I felt that instantly, because my body, it got to a point where it was so used to this wholesome food and it craved it. And this is what I want for you. I want you to just have a taste of who you could be. I want you to have a taste of where you could be. And then what I want you to do is, from those two things, every time you feel like falling off, every time you feel like giving up on yourself, remember where you started from. Remember how you currently feel. And despite the fact that you will face some temptation here and there, always remind yourself that I know how far I have come, and I know where I need to be, and I can keep doing that, because I've already, built up my confidence from day 1 of the juice and smoothie fast, day 2, day 3, and however long you want it to be. Just always look back at your successes and take energy and take encouragement from that. And remember, do not compare your journey to anyone else's. If you decide to do this juice fast and you lose less than me, do not compare yourself to me. Your body's moving at a different rate. Have some grace. If you decide to do this and you exceed, again, have some grace to yourself, and just be happy that you are where you are, and that at least you took the chance on you. And like I already told you at the beginning of this video, I lost 3 kgs, which is roughly around 6 pounds. And again, I am shocked. I wasn't expecting that, but I also know that I feel lighter, I feel better, I feel more focused, and I'm able to really steady my mind and hone in on what I need to do. So if there's anything to go by it, it's not just about your gut, your weight loss, all of this. It's also about your mind. And this is what I want you to take away from this video, just before I share the recipes that I actually use, is that this is all about enhancing the way you see yourself. It's about believing in yourself, and all of those things start from your mind. If you've always believed that you can't do something, then of course you will not do it. But if you believe you can do something and you stick it out for the first day, day and a half, 2 days, because it really sometimes does feel like that. I've only been doing this for 3 days, so come back to me in 7 days and see if I'm this encouraged, but hopefully I will be. The more you go through the days, and you will go through the motions where you're like, I don't need to do this, I just want to have a nice bit of steak, I want to have a nice chicken stew, I want to have a little bit of chapati, whatever is your go-to in terms of a comfort food. Every time you have those cravings, you can always look back and know that you've come such a long way and you have such an amazing you've had such an amazing experience, and it can only go better from here. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and show you all the amazing juices I've had for the past 3 days, so that you can also take some inspiration from here and be able to utilize some of the ideas to make your own juices at home. Started off the day by weighing myself so we can actually see if I lose any weight, and of course that's not the focus, but I just wanted to see. So the first liquid I actually had for the day was liquid chlorophyll in some room temperature water. And liquid chlorophyll is supposed to be a great way to boost your energy. It reduces your appetite over time. It strengthens your immune system, as well as detoxifying the blood. So for me, all those things are great things to have in my diet, especially now as I'm going through this particular challenge. So I definitely wanted to give this a go. And if you've tried this out, let me know. So here you have it, my first taste of chlorophyll in water. Let's try this out. Doesn't really taste of anything. But what I'm gonna do is drink this green glass of goodness, see how I get on before I make my smoothie. But this is officially day one of the 30-day, 31-day March challenge. So wish me luck. So for breakfast, I wanted something refreshing as well as citrusy. So I decided on making a nice glass of blood orange. Now, if you have never tried blood orange, it's actually a very unique type of orange that is a great source of fiber. It's actually a natural immune booster. And as you've noticed, with the chlorophyll is also great for your immune, and this is also great for your immune. And the dark pigmentation on the actual blood orange is a great antioxidant. So I think all in all, it's nice to always look into the things you're eating and what they're meant to help you with, because at least that way you know that as you are consuming these, you can look forward to all the great results that will come once you have ended your smoothie or juicing challenge. Just look at how beautiful and vibrant it looks. No added coloring, no additives, nothing whatsoever, just a natural glass of course, blood orange, as well as a slice of lime. So by lunchtime, I was feeling super peckish and just wanted something that would not only be healthy, but also delicious. So I opted for the banana, dates, and cinnamon smoothie, and it was just perfect on all accounts. Now, did you know that bananas have a ton of benefits, and a few of them are they improve your digestion, it regulates your blood pressure, and it can also help you maintain good heart health. And naturally, you should all know this one, it provides a ton of energy. Now, for the cinnamon, I added it in there because it's a great way of lowering your cholesterol, and it also reduces your blood pressure as well and helps to build strong bones. Now, for the dates, I decided to add that in there because it's a great source of fiber. It's a great way to also boost your energy, and it helps to treat anemia. So as you can see, all of these individual ingredients are just a great way to essentially get healthy by having this on a regular basis. So for dinner, I decided to go for a green juice, and I included some baby spinach as well as cucumber, celery, lime, and parsley, and they actually worked really well together. So if you didn't know, cucumbers are a great way to flush out toxins. They're also a fantastic thing to actually reduce your cholesterol. And when it comes to the benefits of a celery, they're really high in anti-inflammatory properties as well as high in antioxidants. Now, don't forget the lime. It's a fantastic way to boost your immune system. All right, so now it's day 2, and I'm already getting used to having the chlorophyll and water. It honestly is somewhat tasteless, so it's fine. It's just getting into a routine of doing that. And I decided to go for something citrusy yet again for my breakfast. I think this is becoming a habit, and it's only day 2. And I absolutely love the idea of having the orange as part of my breakfast. So if you didn't know, the orange itself has plenty of benefits, and one of them is the fact that it's high in vitamin C, which is something that we all need in our diet. It's a great way to build strong bones as well as teeth, and it's also yet another one of those things that is fantastic in lowering high blood pressure as well as promoting healthy body tissues. So this is definitely one of those smoothies that is packed full of vitamins and minerals that would not only make you look good but also feel good. So absolutely have to try this one. Now for lunch, I decided to go with apples and kiwis, and I absolutely love this particular smoothie. And it's because of the benefits. Once again, the apples are actually a great way to maintain your weight. As you've heard, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And honestly, they're just so easy and so simple to eat. Even if you're not smoothing them, they're just a delicious fruit to have. And when it comes to the kiwis, they're also very, very beneficial to your body because they're a great way of improving your heart health. They can also help with lowering your blood pressure, and they also help in clearing out toxins in your body. So as you can see, every single fruit has its own power and its own benefit, and it's always good to know what you're eating, and it was delicious. So by the time it got to dinner, I was lucky enough that I actually had some of the green juice that I'd made the previous day, and I just revamped it by adding a banana in there. So it was no longer a veggie, just a veggie smoothie. I just added a banana, and it was just a nice little combo, and it was actually really tasty. And by adding a banana, naturally it made it super creamy and also quite sweet. So this is what I had for dinner. So it was yet another green smoothie, and I absolutely loved it. It's time for dinner. Let me just give it a little taste and see whether it tastes as good as it looks, especially now that we have the banana in there. Yeah, it definitely passes a taste test, and I think it's a high time I actually have this because my stomach is growling and I am very tempted to eat other things in this house, and I'm fighting the temptation. So I honestly feel like one thing I have learned about this journey, only being on the second day, you would think I've been doing this for a whole week plus, is honestly that when you do feel hungry, all you need to do is to give your body something. And that something can be good or it can be bad. And it takes a lot of discipline to walk past all those takeaway shops and come back home to this, knowing full well I could have eaten those. So it's a lot of willpower, discipline, and just pushing through and telling myself just one more day, just one more day. So at this point, you're starting to see a theme: chlorophyll water followed by a delicious breakfast smoothie. So for today's smoothie, I decided to go with something that was very beautiful. So I had some blueberries, some strawberries, as well as some red grapes and half a banana. And as for some of the health benefits of this particular smoothie, starting with the blueberries, blueberries themselves are a great way to boost brain health. So if you're suffering with fogginess and not able to think or focus properly, you may find that this is one of the ingredients that you really want to add to your smoothies. It's also a great way to add antioxidants into your diet. Now for the strawberries, as you all know, these are just such a fantastic thing to add to a majority of your smoothies, and this is because they are great for reducing inflammation. They also improve your skin health as well as boosting your mood. Now as for the red grapes, they are also fantastic for protecting your eyes. They aid in weight loss as well as lowering your cholesterol. So as you can see, this is just a powerhouse of a smoothie that you absolutely have to try, and not to mention it's just so delicious.
So luckily for me, I had some of that delicious berry smoothie that was left over. So all I did is really and truly put it back in a blender so it can get nice and smooth again. And as you can see, I actually ended up adding more bananas into it. So I added a whole banana into it and I just basically served it up and I enjoyed it. But the only difference to this is I just added some chia seeds on top just to give it a little bit of a change, a little bit of freshness, and I absolutely loved it. I think this will be one of my go-to smoothies going forward. All right, so for the last meal on the third day, I decided to actually make a juice, and this was a beetroot and red cabbage juice. So as you can see, both of these particular ingredients are very potent and very, very rich in color. Now, for the red cabbage, some of the benefits are that it's a great way to boost your immune system because it's packed full of vitamin C. Now, it can also be a way of fighting inflammation as well as arthritis because of the properties that it has. And when it comes to the beetroot, it's a fantastic way to support your liver health, and it's also a powerful antioxidant. So combined together, these two are a great way to drink your way to health. Now, as you can see, after day 3, I was down 3 kgs.
So I hope that I've given you enough information as to why you should do this juice cleanse, as to how it has impacted me so far. And as you know, I am continuing on for another 30 days, so you can always click and come back and see how I am hanging on if you do decide to do an extended smoothie and juice fast. Of course, remember to like, share it with somebody else, and please leave a comment on how you have survived a smoothie or juice fast, or any advice that anyone in our community could also use. And until next time, bye bye.